My basement has never exactly been a welcoming place. It's unfinished, there's no carpet, and the walls consist of boring, exposed bricks. There's a set of old wooden stairs on one end that creaks whenever anyone uses them. Behind the stairs is a storage area that begins about 4 or 5 feet off the ground and goes maybe 15 feet further back underneath the garage. The place is a dump, as my brother never cleans it, and toys and tools and random things are sprawled out across the entire basement floor. And that's an accomplishment considering how huge it is. It's not very wide, but from one end to the other, it's at least 80 feet in length, including the storage space. However, it is not easy to see from one end to the other, since the water heater, furnace and other appliances sit conveniently at the bottom of the stairs to make it impossible to carry large objects like a Christmas tree up and down the stairs. One night we had some friends over. By we, I mean me and my parents. They had a little girl with them, maybe 4 or 5 years old, and since my brother was elsewhere, as usual, I drew the short straw of babysitting her while the parents chatted over dessert. Since the basement had so many toys, I thought it was a good idea to take her downstairs to play. Upstairs was kind of boring for a kid her age. The first thing she did when she got down there was find a large box. We had just replaced our washing machine, so its ginormous box was just sitting there in the middle of the basement floor. It was as if she had completely vanished as she had crawled into this box. She had entered her own little world playing house or something. I turned out for a while to check emails on my iPod while she entertained herself, and then she caught my attention. "Who's that?" she asked. I paused for a second and swallowed. "Who's who?" She responded completely straight-faced. "The man over there, the shadow man." My heart thumping in my chest. I looked around, unable to blink, and responded, "There's no one there." With that straight-faced expression, she told me, "That's because he went upstairs." At this point, I took the girl upstairs and sat with my parents for the rest of the evening, not saying a word about what she said. 2 months later, I had some friends over. It was mid-February, and I live in Wisconsin. This means that if you was to go outside at night, you would be frozen solid in under 10 minutes. So me and my friends were stuck inside and went downstairs to investigate the haunted basement. I told them all about the story and what the little girl said. There were 5 of us, including me and my cousin. I had a tape recorder to collect audio, my cousin had a digital camera, and the others were armed with flashlights because they wanted to turn the lights off, much to my delight. We pulled the strings to turn the lights off and we sat there in the pitch black basement, but only for a few seconds. A halogen light bulb began to flicker above my head almost immediately. I reached up to find that it was halfway plugged in, but still a coincidence. I hadn't even turned on the recorder yet. I unplugged the light and turned on my recorder and tell my cousin to do the same to his camera. It was past 11 o'clock at night, so it was silent, absolutely silent. Several minutes passed. We even did that thing they do on TV where you just ask questions to whoever or whatever. There wasn't a single response, so it turned into a bit of a joke. We started making fun of the situation and felt pretty stupid, making fun of ourselves and laughing for a while. Finally, my cousin's camera gives a low battery warning, so we decide to take the last few minutes seriously. "Okay, I'm going to count down from 3, and then let's have it quiet again. 3, 2, 1. A few silent moments pass. My cousin's camera beeps and shuts off. I turn off my recorder and we go upstairs and listen to the footage. Of course, the footage was rather uneventful. We listened to the entire tape, and for the longest time we heard nothing but the sounds of our own voices, until, the very end, we play the footage again. "Okay, I'm going to count down from 3, and then let's have it quiet again. 3, 2, 1. In between the last 2 seconds of him turning the camera back on himself to switch it off, and the end of the footage, we all collectively get a cold chill across our skin when we hear a distorted whisper, "Don't leave." And then what followed truly chilled us to the bone, when in the last second before the footage ends, A dark, brooding shadow man appears behind my cousin, almost reaching out towards him. The footage ends. We all turn to each other petrified. "What the fuck was that?" one of my friends asked. "It's the shadow man." Hi everyone, if you like the video please give us a like, it really helps us, and subscribe so you can stay tuned in to all our latest stories.